Nick,
Very good.
there you go.
Body cam footage.
Body cam footage.
Wait a minute, wait. Okay, now you can go.
Body cam
Body
footage.
cam footage?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really hard to get. You know, like when you want to get the body cam footage from
Obtaining body cam footage.
No, body cam footage in general is terrible.
Oh, in general?
There's more issues with it than just trying to acquire it. That's the first one.
Yeah.
The other is you get to see like how shitty cops are in general when you review it.
Making jokes, little jokes.
And like they're jealous of stuff and they're not
Oh, wait, did they say, look at this house?
Oh,
What did they say about your house?
They're like, oh,
What would
God,
they say?
this house just keeps on going.
So is my dick! Consent Dom.
And they're like, man,
ConsentDom.com.
man,
The
I
consent
can't
dom.
believe like how he's
I had a
treated
house
this
like
house. I would be way better with this. Like, no, you wouldn't. You don't have it.
Yeah.
You'll never
That's why you're a
have
small
this
town
house.
cop. Who's
And,
being forced to raid a innocent American.
Innocent American.
And like, plus, if you
Innocent
have funny
American drug
stuff in your
user,
house,
no big deal.
cops don't think your funny stuff is funny. Like they don't get
They don't
it.
have a sense of humor.
They don't get the joke
No.
at all. So when they like reach into a drawer and find like a giant dildo, they're like, "What's this for?" It's like this moment
They think
right
it's real.
now that your hands, like you, this small town cop, your hands are double fisting a giant floppy purple dildo. Like that's what's going on. That's why I got it.
But I do love body cam footage, though, because we get to see cops being
Yeah, what
shitty.
about that black lady that was like, yeah! And the cop's like, bah, 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 bah. That poor little Asian cop's like, oh, shit. Oh.
Look,
We've gotten some good footage out of the body cams.
body cam footage is entertaining.
Yeah.
I actually like the utility.
And you're
of
learning
it.
about what the cops are doing to you, too, from the body cam footage. So
Yeah, but
good.
it's a giant pain in the ass to go through it, and all of them are assholes the entire time.
Do you wear VR goggles while you're watching the body cam footage?
Now that would be good.
I'm gonna look around my house and see see if they pointed guns at my kids. To their credit, they didn't point guns at the kids. That was nice of them.
They did plant
They supplied
evidence,
it.
though. We know that.
Yeah, that's great. I never claimed this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I said was, they will have to prove that it's my drugs,
Right.
Which is true, and like because
All drugs are your drugs.
they don't know where the drugs came from. I don't know where all the drugs, like I do now, but like I didn't know what they found at the time they arrested me because I
Yeah.
wasn't there when they found the stuff.
I got a lot of drugs in there, officer. I don't know what you found. You got shovels?
Nick goes, good thing I didn't look under the floorboard. Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
They're like, well, we
Call
opened
me Anne Frank.
we opened your safe, and I'm like, which one? I have a bunch of safes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. That's a
tons.
good.
I don't know what you
Did
found.
you open the cool one? What?
They did.
Don't worry
They
about
did
it.
open the cool
Did you
one.
open the one that only gay people can open?
So here's what they did. They
The safe code is FAG.
they take this safe outside of the house. It's in our ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
And they take it all the way through the house, outside the house. They open the safe and they're like, oh, there's drugs in here. We better take this right back inside. And then they take it into the front bathroom.
Chain of custody.
And
issues
and they
there.
like take it out and it's like, you guys are spilling all the drugs
Guys,
all over the place. What are
you're
you
getting
doing?
cocaine all over. Oh,
No one did drugs in
come
that
on.
bathroom. I did drugs in the other one.
Getting it all over the place.
But
You want to get crackheads? Because this is how you get crackheads.
you get these really shitty moments. Like
Yeah.
we have kids, obviously. And so
Everyone knows.
you have oral syringes to help deliver medicine into young children's mouths when they have like a fever, like liquid Tylenol.
Okay.
When they opened our medicine drawer,
Don't. What are you saying?
I'm just
that, like
listening
that,
to a
you sound
story.
excited. He's like, okay.
So, yeah, when they
you're
squirt liquid in the
that's weird
kids'
that you're saying-
mouths?
Yeah, it's weird that you're saying it
oh,
like
God,
that.
I didn't know they did that. Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, he's talking about injecting fluids down his kids' mouths. I'm like,
Yeah, but you're like, oh, you're like, okay.
And you're-
Like,
yeah,
there's no
you're-
reason to say that.
I can feel the heat coming off of your vagina.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's not a topic I hear a lot about. Sure. Tell me about injecting fluid into
so
your
you
children.
know about that too, huh? That's what it sounded
Oh,
like.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
A knowing glance?
You have these like obvious purposed medicinal aids to like help these kids take medicine because
Okay.
kids suck at taking
See?
pills.
Sure.
Again.
Like I'm trying to shove pills in my
I
kid's
agree
mouth
with
and they
them.
won't take them.
It's very hard to get those kids to take the pills. I agree. I'm right there with you.
You got to put them in
You
ice
gotta
cream.
really,
Jam it in. You got to get it back behind their teeth. Behind the teeth.
yeah.
Right?
So the cops open this medicine. It is a drawer full of like medicine stuff, like the little cups that you drink,
you should have booby trapped your house.
Dimetap.
and they're like, we got him, syringes, and they're like excited. And I'm like,
Syringes.
you should never be excited about finding syringes in someone's house if you think
No.
like they're doing heroin.
But syringes with no needles, like
Yeah, no
medicine
need- there's-
syringes.
I've never injected a drug into me except for like I have a prescription
Regardless,
drug.
there are prescription drugs that need to be injected. So finding
Right.
syringes.
No,
is
I take
nothing.
one. I take
Yeah.
one every month. I take an allergy medicine that goes in the back of my arms
Yeah.
every month.
Diabetics
But, like,
need needles.
I'm
Like, what
allergic
is
to being
this?
sober.
Yeah. 100%.
I just inject
Like
vodka
insulin.
into my.
Like tons
Well,
of
my
people
this is
have
what
insulin.
cops always want to feel like they're smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time
Well,
that
usually they are smarter than the people they're arresting.
usually they are. That's the
Yeah,
thing. It's
that's
when
the
they
problem. That's a
they're
big problem.
slight bit smarter than the average dumb criminal.
Look,
Yeah.
sometimes they're from a small town though, and they do
Yeah.
ask you great questions.
Yeah.
Like when I got arrested and they questioned me at the scene, and so I can say all this now. April had stayed the night at the house, but none of us had gone to sleep. Like I had been awake the entire
so
night.
sleeping.
So
Ain't no time for sleeping in the Rekieta household.
Another win for the toe.
So this is another thing people said that I lied about.
Yeah.
But the cops didn't ask me if April had been there overnight.
Right.
The cops asked me, did April sleep here last night?
Uh,
And so I went,
okay.
no,
No,
she
because there
didn't.
was no sleeping.
not at all.
I don't know. Can you? Can I ask you something?
And then so then we had that conversation at the scene, like at the house.
Right.
And so then they take me to
And then
jail.
April left her cocaine and you're safe, which is whatever. You know,
That
just drop
cocaine,
it off.
so the cocaine that was sitting on the nightstand is gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. There's no evidence
no
of
body
it.
footage.
There's, so on the body cam footage, they opened the container that was on the nightstand, and it's full. I didn't know it was full. Like, I didn't remember. But it's full of cocaine. And then they close it up, and they're like, well, our testing kits, we're running low on them, and they're expensive, so we'll test it
Frank
back.
will
at the-
test it in the car. Well,
Our
No,
testing kits
seriously.
are running
Yeah.
low. What the fuck are you
So
talking
they have
about?
they have field testing kits, and field testing kits are specific to whatever drug you're looking for. So you can't
These
just
cops are gay. You need a testing kit for cocaine?
well, it could be
Jesus
something
Christ.
else.
Well, there was also
perhaps.
ketamine there,
Yeah,
like, for
yeah.
You
example.
can't smell the difference.
They're small town
I
cops,
can.
man.
But no, so but the
I
reagent
think if the cop
kits.
goes, hold on, I'll check the cocaine, and
Let
then
me
goes,
see.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is
coke,
cocaine. I think they got to use a
ketamine,
swab,
heroin.
unfortunately.
So there isn't a general drugs reagent kit. You have to have the specific one. So if you find a white powder, there's
Okay.
like 4 things that it can be, and so you've got these 4 packets. So they
Yeah.
didn't want to keep wasting the cocaine testing kits. So they say we'll
Very
take
You got
it.
to mix them up.
We'll
so I have
take
to
it back
keep
to the
wasting
station.
it.
They're like, we'll take this back to the station and check it there.
right.
So I get the evidence photos, and the canister is empty. And they're like, oh, there's 2 grams of cocaine in it. It's like, where is it? It doesn't
Yeah, what do you
exist
mean?
anywhere. No one knows where this cocaine went. And like, that's in the body cam. That's funny. But you're like,
On the body cam we saw it was full, and now it's,
like you
now
did
it's not full.
you did a
The
bunch of
problem
cocaine.
is body cams? It sounds like body cams is a good thing then.
No, they're a big pain in the ass though,
They're a
because
pain
like
in the ass.
if you introduce any part of the body cam, you introduce all of it. So like, if I want to play a portion, and be like, look, the cop fucked up here. They can be like, okay, we'll play the 2-hour body cam for the jury.
For the jury?
And then you look like you cannot not look like an asshole on body cam
With
footage.
cops saying stuff about what an
gotta
asshole
put,
you
like,
are across
cops
2
are
hours.
gay across.
Yeah.
Cops killed George
And they're like,
Floyd.
oh, this guy.
Wait,
That
that would unfairly predicate the jury if they got to listen to a cop be like, this guy's a real scumbag, what he did, or whatever.
Right, but there's
he's
a-
narrating it.
yeah.
There's a rule of evidence called the rule of completeness, and so if you try to enter a partial piece of evidence into the trial,
Yeah.
then they can say no. There's context to it around that, and we have to have the complete picture.
So wait, man, like, why don't they tell? I would imagine they would tell cops. You know, cops are always like pulling.
Why did
shit.
Noel tell everyone that he was going to get your body cam footage and then he didn't?
Yeah,
Don't
what
you
a
think
fucking-
that's fraud? Is
Minnesota-
that a criminal fraud?
Didn't he pay money to get it? Or some
Everyone
shit?
paid.
He
I
took
paid
everybody's
Noel
money.
I paid Noel $100 to get your body cam footage, and then he didn't deliver.
He should give it back.
And he didn't do any push-ups. Don't you think
He
that's
can't.
fraud?
It's unreasonable.
So Minnesota has a specific statute about body cam footage, and if you're not autistic, you understand exactly what it says. And it says that body cam footage that takes place on private property is private because you have the subject, like you're going through someone's house, and not all of that's related to criminal activity. In fact,
So it's not available to the public like a Freedom of Information Act.
right. The only time now
Can you shout the
There's-
N-word
you can.
while they're doing stuff?
That
So,
definitely
like,
makes it inadmissible. It's
there
good.
is, though,
It's a good thing to go.
there's a provision to correct public perception that is incorrect. Now, what that is like, no, the guy charged the officer with the knife, so that's why he shot him. And they're like, no, he was an innocent like black child.
Black lady
Right.
charged him.
Yeah, but the like the hands up, don't shoot thing. Like Michael Brown charged the officer multiple times. But so you would release the body cam footage to show no, in fact,
It's
he did.
in the public interest. Is that
Right.
what it is? Okay.
Now, if you're autistic, you read that provision and go, no, Nick lied, said it wasn't his drugs and that the cops planted it. We need to undo the narrative. It's like that's not the public interest they're talking about.
Right. That's the Kiwi
They're
Farms
talking about
interest.
a racial
Kiwi Farm.
protest that has happened because of body cam
Right.
disturbances.
Yeah.
So
And God knows the Kiwi Farms guys are not going to organize to do fucking anything other than
I just want to know where my
cry.
body cam footage is.
Well, it ain't coming.
it's on my hard drive.
Can you let me see it and then
Yeah.
I'll?
Hey, maybe tomorrow we
Okay.
could put it on a projector screen on a big wall. That'd be fun to watch.
I would tell Null about it, but he's so mean to me and disrespectful.
He's such a bitch. So the cops take me into the interrogation room. They sit me down, and the cop looks at me, the lead detective, Detective
Okay.
Quinn Pomplin.
And he says, "Look at that cum. That looks tasty. Get
goes,
those balls out."
I got you. Just like that. And I'm like,
Cool.
were you trying?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to get away from you. I had no idea this is going on. He's like, I fucking got you.
He did get.
I'm like,
Neat.
for
Do you
what?
have this footage?
I have the audio of it.
Oh, I want to hear this someday.
Yeah. They record all this shit and they have to give it to you.
You have. I got you on audio.
Yes. I also have.
Fuck. Okay.
Here's the next thing. So his partner is this guy shaped like a bowling ball. He makes you look good.
I was going to say, I identify with that.
He pulls up his utility belt, right? Like they got the bat belt
Fat
on.
man, yeah.
And he pulls
You're
it up,
telling me I'd be a great cop is what I'm hearing.
and he goes, "Are we gonna find your DNA on cocaine?"
Are we going to find your DNA on cocaine?
And I said,
I don't think so. I
Good
don't
luck.
Think so. I mean, is this like a
I'm sitting there.
trivia question? No.
My mind is blown at this point. I go, "Are you gonna find DNA on cocaine?"
My
I
DNA?
said, "I don't know. I'm not a chemist. Like, I don't know if that even works."
No, I'm
He
not
goes,
a chemist.
"Well,
I could say no.
you know what I mean? Like on the bags, are we gonna find your DNA and fingerprints on bags of cocaine?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're gonna
I
find.
don't know. Are you gay?
I have no idea."
See, I am. If I knew this was all being
you're
recorded,
gay, then
maybe
yeah.
if you're gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I know all this is being recorded, I mean, I don't know. You're the one that's not gay, so you say.
You might find a sphincter says what? What? Fuck!
I'm walking.
Not guilty. But this is the caliber of
got
like
you?
the interrogation.
He
like,
said that?
He was so excited to get
Detective
me.
Popples.
Pomplin.
There's
yeah.
nothing in the bag
He
but
still work there?
D's.
Does that guy still work there?
Yeah,
Popples?
he's like one of the lead detectives in the county.
That's crazy.
But I was like, you got me. What? Like, what are you talking about? And then you read the search warrant thing. It's like,
What race is he?
He's white.
Shame.
Yeah. Goes to my church.
He goes to your church.
Yeah, the new one, not the old one.
The new one.
Do you see him there?
Less rats.
No, he
Less
goes to the
rats in
morning
new one.
service. I'm not up that early.
Not
He goes to
a
church.
morning
White guy
guy.
goes to church.
But
Punishing.
that was the caliber of interrogation. And then they'd be like, "So is that your cocaine in the safe?" Well, I'm not going to answer that question, dude. Like, I'm going to plead my Fifth Amendment right.
It's yours,
here.
actually. Because me and you are gay lovers.
You gave it to me, remember?
Yeah,
no, I
you gave it
didn't.
to me.
No, you did.
I like body
That's a
cam
good
footage in some respects, but like the body cam footage paints this picture that isn't correct because it's narrated by a biased narrator with no
Yeah.
fucking
Like a
knowledge of what's
director's
going
cut.
on.
Here's where this
Yeah.
perp scum keeps his whores. And here's the fucking safe where he's got his go-go juice powder. The white powder flame that we got him
Like when they
on.
pick up a 22
Gotcha.
show from like an Amazon flower pot that's like a joke. They're like, "Oh, he's been firing guns in his bedroom." I'm like, "Where are the holes?"
You see
from
these
the
needles?
gunfire?
He
Like,
uses
what are
this
you
to
talking
inject
about?
his kids with pure Bane juice. He's trying to turn his kids into Banes.
They fucked you up, man.
Yeah, it's been
They
a
fucked you up.
it's been a
It's
disaster.
been-
Like
They fucked up your
absolute.
brain.
It's the definition of abject. It's an abject disaster, and it's going to take a while to like.
Look
fix
at this
it.
guy. That's your brain.
Yeah,
This is your brain on
this is your
video.
brain on lard.
Been messed